When you think of AI in dentistry, I think most people think about diagnostics. That's really what everyone's talking about, and that's a lot of what we focus on at Pearl. When you look at this radiograph, you see the AI can detect existing restorations, caries, calculus, bone loss, widened periodontal ligament, periapical radiolucencies. Most of the pathologies that you or I, as private practitioners, would look at. And that is a lot of where our focus goes. And there's a lot of things you can do with this. It's used as an assistive tool. So I like to relate it to intelligent cruise control, right? You're driving one of those new cars. It's kind of keeping you in the middle of the other two cars. If the car in front of you stops, it may stop for you, but you still have the control. You're ultimately making the decision. The AI is here as an assistive tool. It's you plus the AI, not you versus the AI. And we'll get a little more into that topic. But it's not only being used in diagnostics. It's being used in restorations, in quality control. For example, if you're taking an intraoral scan, a lot of the newer scanners are incorporating AI. And they're doing this so that as you're scanning, if your finger is there, it will automatically remove your finger. Or if the cheek or the tongue is there, it will automatically remove it. So it's taking big data processing power and bringing that together to make things easier for us. From a manufacturing standpoint, when you think of margin marking, we have some labs here in the US that are doing thousands and thousands of crowns a day. They have an army of laboratory technicians that are going on the CAD software and digitally marking the margins all day long. And now with AI, we can do that automatically, we can do it faster, we can do it cheaper. And we can take those lab technicians and utilize their general intelligence, utilize their human intelligence, and they could do staining and glazing and polishing and adding mamelons and interproximal staining, all the things that really take our general intelligence. From a design standpoint, many of you know that design has been using in CAD software has been using AI for a while. They're taking into account what the other teeth look like. You can see this in companies like CEREC or 3Shape. They're designing using artificial intelligence. And then quality control. When you take a scan, you want to know if your prep is good. Do you have enough reduction? Do you have the proper margins? Are your margins visible enough to where you can even make a restoration on that? Is your implant deep enough to where you're not going to lose bone? AI is here to help us by limiting our chair time, limiting remakes, helping with our communication, and making us more consistent.